being a coward is someone who, in a moral context, they see the higher, but take the lower. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets, Monday edition with me, your host, Marcus. On today's episode, we're going to talk about what to do after you make the wise choice of choosing to put the needs and desires of other people, your clients, your constituents, above your selfish, sinful, and small desires that you have as a person, okay? So basically what I'll be talking about in this video is that needs feed, okay? Focusing on the needs of others feeds your motivation, it feeds your future, it feeds your perspective, your purpose, and it feeds your sense of urgency, okay? Now, when you're self-employed, you've got two choices. Well, let me start with this. Why should you care about that? Focus on the needs of others will feed all these good things. Like, you should care because it'll give you everything you want in life, no exaggeration, okay? It'll provide a clear path forward to you being successfully self-employed. You'll have a happier and easier life and just an easier time in general. And like I said, you will get everything you want. That begs the question, okay, do you have everything you want in life, Mark? I'm gonna say no, I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Why is that? If you're saying, oh, this rule will overrule the hardship and pain in your life, okay, it will if you focus on it. It's hard, okay? It's the same type of hard as reading a book and putting into practice the information that you have. It's the same type of hard that you have when you know there's a special document or an important document saved on your phone or your computer or in your house and you can't find it. It's that same type of hard. If you take the time every day and give it the reverence it needs to focus on the needs and desires of others above your own, you will get everything you want in your life, okay? Watch this video for more information, okay? So the first thing, like I said, when you're self-employed, you got two choices. Like, there's a lot of forks in the road you're gonna face in life. You got two choices. Are you gonna focus on what you want or what others want, okay? Let's say you choose the latter, okay? You focus the shoe on what others want, which is the right thing to do. I made a video about this, okay? So the first thing I wanna talk about is after you choose to focus on the needs of others, this is the first thing. Focusing on other people's needs feeds your future, okay? Now, all of us want a future, right? We want good things to happen in the future. And that's good, because as we talked about before, if you don't think about the future, you won't have one, okay? Now, a good point of reference for the future is about 6 months out, okay? 6 months from now is about the 4th of July, okay? What do you want your life to look like the 4th of July? It's gonna be sunny, there's gonna be food, there's gonna be baseball, okay? What do you want your life to look like? If you're self-employed, and this video is particularly for people who are self-employed or anyone who wants to be self-employed. So if you want to reference this video later on in the future, you definitely can. But it's like, it feeds your future because it gives you a reason. If you're providing needs and services to someone now, remember, needs and services and things to people, if you're doing that for people now, why wouldn't they need you in the future, okay? It feeds your future. You don't have to worry about how am I gonna get more clients. If you're focused on the needs of other people, which means it's important to them to have you around, there's a useful purpose, your future will already take care of itself if you're focused on that, okay? So focus on the future, all right? It's important to focus on the people. If you focus on what you want, you won't have a future with that client, okay? The second thing that focusing on the needs of others feeds is that it feeds your motivation, okay? It gives you a very good reason to wake up in the morning and say, okay, I got to get up. Tomorrow, when you're like, I don't feel like getting up, and you're self-employed, thinking about what are the needs of these other people, instead of your need to feel good and go back to sleep, it'll give that motivation, because remember, they need it. Quick story. Back when I lived in Georgia, I got a wood chip stuck in my eye. I was walking to a Rotaract meeting, and this big wood truck drives by, and the chip gets in my eye, and I feel it scraping at my eye. I was so lucky. I was blessed. I was walking past the shopping center. I frantically ran in, and the lady walking out, something in my spirit said, that's the doctor. Say something. I said something to her head. There's something stuck in my eye. She just jumped to help me, okay? She was focused on my need to help me. I could have possibly really messed my eye up. I remember I felt it scratching. It was horrifying. Just if you want to imagine that. She helps me. I come the next day, she helps me again, okay? My need forced her motivation, okay? It spurred her motivation to happen, okay? And this goes to my next point, a sense of urgency. Focusing on other people's needs will feed your sense of urgency, okay? This is the number one reason why people cannot get a lot of stuff done, is there's no sense of urgency. They just think that, it'll just get done in its own time. You gotta have a sense of urgency. Focus on other people's needs. Somebody needs something. Somebody needs a special report from you. If someone needs you to fix their back if you're a chiropractor. These needs are extremely important, okay? So he talked about how focus on the needs of others will feed your future, your motivation, your sense of urgency. The next thing is that it'll feed your purpose, okay? This is what Viktor Frankl said about purpose, and a lot of you guys watching don't have a purpose. You're just wandering in the desert, so to speak. This is what he said. He was a Jewish concentration camp survivor back in World War II. He said, when a man can't find meaning in his life or purpose in his life, he distracts himself with pleasure, okay? Like I said, as I said before in the video, we're all faced with forks in the road. Are we going to choose purpose or pleasure? Good or bad things, okay? When you're focused on the needs of other people, you've got a reason to get up, a reason for being, a reason to do what you do. Let's say you're a doctor, and people are going to die if you are not a successful doctor. You got to get past the selfishness, the greed, and just be like, okay, this person literally needs me to survive and to live their life. If you focus on all these things, focus on the needs of others instead of yourself, you will win. Okay, and the last part I want to talk about is focusing on the needs of others will feed your perspective, okay? It'll allow you to see that your life is not about you and preserving your image. It's about helping other people, okay? We exist for others, and changing your perspective from your needs, your selfish, sinful, and scary needs, and just small needs, it'll help you to be like, see the bigger picture. There is a bigger picture in life. I'm gonna say this again, your life is not about you, okay? Your life is not about you and your problems, okay? As I've said before in previous videos, if you focus on solving someone else's problem, if you wanna solve your problems, focus on solving somebody else's problem, okay? When you focus on the needs of others, your life opens up, okay? And like I said, it is hard to do. It is very easy. It's very natural to only think about yourself. This is the trap that I fall into. If you focus on it every single day, you will see better things in the future. You will have the motivation to get up when you don't feel like getting to push through, okay? And this is not a comprehensive list. Focusing on the needs of others does feed these 5 things, but it feeds other things. It feeds the basis for honesty with the clients that you have. Okay, people need things from other people. You're here to supply a need for somebody else. Okay, and the purpose of this video is, if you got to switch your focus from, okay, this is what I want, focus on what other people want, you'll get what you want by default. You will get what you want by default if you focus on what other people want, but it's very hard and to forget this. To be like, I'm doing this so I can get more money in my bank account. I can do this so I can increase my status. What about flipping that and be like, how can I increase this other person's status? How can I increase their bank account? Watch your bank account go up. Okay. You've got to stop being selfish. You've got to make it about other people, okay? Avoid this trap of only thinking about yourself. It's a trap, it's a trap, it's a trap. That's why a lot of people have corporate jobs, because it's a trap, okay? They go in for their own selfish needs, and in 10 years, they have no idea that they're digging themselves a hole with the ceiling on it, okay? Riches require risk. Risk equals rich, okay? You gotta take a risk, okay? But a lot of us don't want to take a risk. We want to think about ourselves, okay? Take a risk and think about other people, and understand that when you focus on the needs and desires of other people above your own, you will win in life. Okay, and lastly, as always, unsuccessful people that make decisions based on current situation. I'm just gonna do what I want to do, what makes me feel good, forget other people. But successful people, you hopefully make decisions based on where you want to be, okay? I'm gonna focus on the needs and desires of other people and watch them win and watch you win. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.